Hello, and thank you for joining me, Rose Ward, StampersDelight.com. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Sorry about earlier this morning. My internet wasn't working as well as I'd like it to, and I don't like to hop on live when that's acting up so that you get the full effect of the videos. So I'm back. Here I am. Just a couple of quick reminders. Don't forget to check out the apparel shop where you can get stamping apparel and mugs. This is the Christmas one, which I'm using today. If you order it today, it may be in time for Christmas, but I would tell you to order it today. I can't guarantee, but there's other stamping apparel that I'm sure you will like, so check those out. Couple of reminders, Donna Gray and I have the Basics of Card Making class starting in January, with a sneak peek in December. That is December 12th on a Zoom link. So we'll be crafting live. And the class actually starts in January. Now let me just flip the camera real quick. So in January, what you're gonna get when you join for the price is you're gonna get these cards and envelopes, stripes and floral, and you're gonna get the birthday treat mix and match ephemera pack. You're also going to get some dimensionals, and I tell you to sign up now so that we can order those items for you on January 7th so that you'll be able to craft along with us. Now, what we're planning on doing is doing a craft along at the end of each month so that you have plenty of time to get your products. But during that month, both Donna and I will be creating 3 videos, at least 3 videos each, on the basics of stamping. Now, whether you're a seasonal stamper, seasoned stamper, or a new stamper, there's going to be something in it for you. So I urge everybody to try it out. It's a subscription plan, so as long as you subscribe every month before the 1st of the month, so for January, you need to sign up now for January 1st. And again, we'll order the products and ship them out to you. I think you're going to really enjoy this class. Also, I have, let's see, my paper share going on. Again, you need to sign up for that by January 6th so that I can order all the papers and get them out to you, because I have to cut them all up, label them, and then ship them out. My online winter retreat is with the Wildflower, and I always get this mixed up here, Wildflower Birthday, I believe it's called. Where's my stamp set here? It is here somewhere, probably right in front of me. But that is the online retreat, and that's the one I'll actually be using today for my fun fold. I may have to grab that stamp set. I'm not sure where I put it, and I do need it. This is the kind of morning it's been. So this is my winter retreat. For January's online fun fold class, we will be using the Butterflies suite. And then for February, we will be using the birthday celebration. Now, I put those out there early so that I can pre-order everything. Oh my God, this thing was right in front of me. Again, this is the kind of morning I'm having. So that is the February online fun fold class. Now, everything is below with the links for you to join now before everything goes back ordered. Let me flip the camera one more time. So this is the Delightful Wishes Wildflower, let's see, Floral Delight. I'm going to open up my catalog over here because I am still getting used to the names. Floral Delight Suite, sorry, not the Wildflower. Again, I'm still getting used to all these new names, so bear with me. Okay, so here is the new catalogs. Now, I was able to pre-order from the mini, and I also got celebration items. Woohoo! Just to let you know, if you join Stampin' Up! In my team now, you can actually put the new items in your starter kit. The starter kit is really the best deal in town. You get $125 worth of merchandise plus your business supplies, all for $99 and free shipping. That's the US. Okay, so you definitely want to check that out, and I would love to have you on my team. If you join before my Zoom Christmas party, you will be invited to that. Need some coffee. Okay, so I think I got everything. Let's get started. So the Floral Delight is what I'm using today, and of course it's got the dies in it, and I keep my dies right in my pack with my magnetic sheets, which I get from Stamp and Storage. You may have seen this card, which I posted online a few days ago. Loving this suite. I love the little bees. We had bees a while ago. These are tinier, so they're not quite as heavy. So this is the first card I did with this. I'm going to just bring this down a little bit so you can see better and see some of my messy desk. Another card that I did with this suite is right here. Now, the dies don't cut out. They cut out some of those little designer series paper, but not the larger ones. At least I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe they do. I don't think so. I've tried, so if anybody has any ideas on that, let me know. Sometimes I have senior moments and can't figure it out myself. So this is another card that I did. Now we're going to be doing a fun fold today, and we're going to be doing an easel card, but with a twist. So here's an easel card that I did with the Yuletide Village, and you can see that it opens up this way. So let's flip that camera real quick. So if you look at it this way, it stands up. But I'm going to be doing a little bit of a twist with this today. So there it would stand up. And you can see that I used the Yuletide Village. I also added some of our embossing paste, which I always forget to add. Let me show you an easel card using the Floral Delight. And again, stands up nicely. On this one, I put the piece on the back so you could sign it. And it's going to stand up like this. Flip the camera again just so you can see it. And of course it would stand up like that. Okay, so are you ready to see this card with a twist? I am going to take some Daffodil Delight, and I need 2 of these. Grab and try not to, my table's over too far. Let me just drag this next to me. Don't worry about the dimensions. This is all on my blog and my newsletter later, so you'll have time to sign up for that. Whoop. All right, so I am going to go in here and I am going to cut 2 of these. It's 4 1/4 by 11. I'm going to score that in half. I'm going to score both of them in half, and I apologize if you hear my heat going on. It is winter here. And then on this one, I'm also going to do it at 2 3/4. So it's basically half of that. I'm going to bring in my bone folder. Give that a really good burnishing. And then fold this one in half. There's 2 ways that you could do this. You could add it on that side like that, or you could do it inside like that. Either one will work. I'm going to go ahead and add this on the inside, I think. Again, either way will work. Oh, I'm going to do it the opposite way here. I'm going to actually add it this way. We'll get that straight. So that creates the easel part of it. Now I'm going to set that aside for a minute. I'm going to bring in a couple of things here. Let's just bring this paper in. So here's my beautiful paper. And this is also available January. This is our new ombre glitter paper, and I'm going to be using that. So I like, here is the vellum paper. And then, of course, your designer series paper. I really like the blue, so I'm going to use that first. I'm going to cut a piece of that gingham. This should already be cut at 4, and I'm going to do it at 5 1/4, so 4 by 5 1/4. Whoop, there we go. I'm going to take a piece of white, which is the same size, 4 by 5 1/4. And the reason I'm doing this is it shows up, I think it shows up better. So let me show you. I could, ooh, maybe I like that better. I like it on the white. Same exact side. I just think it shows up nicer on the inside of the card. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add a little stamp and seal. You can use whichever adhesive you want. You just want to put a little bit in the corner because it will show through. And we're going to layer that right on top here. That piece is going to go right inside here. And then on the front, and again, I don't like the way that, I'm going to just fix that crease. Okay. Now I need a piece of designer series paper, or you could use the vellum. And that I'm going to cut at 2 1/2 by 4. So let's bring in a piece of designer series paper. Let's see which one I'm going to use. I want something with a little bit of that blue in it, but I don't want it too, ooh, I think this one is the one I'm going to use. Let's see what this one is. I love playing around with the different colors. And I have some pieces already cut. This is not going to work because this is not long enough. So let's use this one. What I do is I look at all my papers and then I look at the back side and then decide which side I like better. We also have the yellow gingham we could have used, but I want to tie this little bit of blue in there. So I'm going to take my paper trimmer. I'm going to cut this at 2 1/2. By 4. And that's going to fit nicely on that side. So let's go ahead and do that. So you can see some of that pool party coloring there. I'm going to bring in the same paper and I'm going to cut a 4 by 4 square. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to score that, get that out of the way so I don't cut it at a 1/2 inch all the way over. 1/2 inch, 1 inch. So it would be 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1 1/2, 2, 2 1/2, 3, and then 3 1/2. I'm then going to fold this, give it a good burnishing. Missed the spot there. Again, sorry I couldn't be live earlier. Whenever I have the internet issues, I'll just do it later in the day. I don't know, sometimes early morning, I would think nobody would be on. So now I have this nice creased paper. And again, I'm just going to put that all together. So a long time ago, I did a fan fold card, and I am combining today, in case you didn't realize it, the easel card with a fan fold card. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to bring in my liquid glue, and at the bottom, I'm going to add some liquid glue here. And then I'm going to fold it back up. Like that. Now I have a little clip here, and what I'm going to do, I just got glue all over my fingers, so let's wipe that off first. I'm going to fold this just about maybe 1/4 inch up like that. Hold that down for a minute, and I'm doing this so that it stays together. I'm going to grab a little bit of that ribbon, just a little bit. I'm going to tie this. This is so, again, so my fold or my fan stays together. I'm going to tie it in a knot. Tie that tight, pulling it right over that bottom part so it stays together. You're not going to see that. The trick with this card while I'm doing it live is letting the glue dry. I'm going to spread the fan out, and I'm actually going to add that right here. Now, you're going to ask me, can you mail this card? Well, only if you use a padded envelope. This is a card I would probably hand somebody. I'm putting some liquid glue there. And I'm going to lay that down right here. I am going to then grab something to keep it down. So I got a couple of stamp pads here. Let's see if I can wiggle that. Okay, so that's going to set right there for a minute. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to grab some more of that beautiful paper, which I've already cut into. And let's see, one more. I want some of these. So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut. Now this has a piece coming off of it, but I'm going to use that anyway. Actually, I'm going to use this larger one. So I am going to fussy cut this. And I will fussy cut this one, I think. And then I need this one. Now you may not like fussy cutting. You can do this with any stamp set, maybe that has dies to cut these out. But I really fell in love with this whole suite, and that's why I am using it for my winter online retreat. So the winter retreat, you're going to receive the suite, the whole suite of products, and you're going to get a swag bag with a pillow gift, 8 projects, a video to do the projects, and a PDF. Now, what I'm doing, since I'm doing it online, if you are a demonstrator and you already have, or you have a demonstrator and you're going to order your suite of products yourself, you can also join just, not the full retreat, but the retreat, which will give you your card kits minus any product, but you will still get the card kit bases, and you will get the PDF, the still shots, and the video. So check that out. That's all below in the links. That'll go out approximately the 20th of January, as will my Fun Fold online class with the bow, whatever it is. It's too early in the morning to think. Butterflies, the Fun Fold class. Okay, and I want one more here. I want one of these longer ones, so I'll take this one. Don't forget to share my videos. It really does help me out a lot, and I really do appreciate it. I'm just going around, cutting that. I promise when I do the retreat, you won't have to fussy cut so much, okay? Either you love it or you don't. Which do you prefer? Fussy cutting, not fussy? See, I find it very, I don't know, therapeutic, just like coloring. But then other times I don't feel like doing it. So we have some really great suites of product in the new mini. And if you're one of my customers and you haven't received your catalog yet, please email me and let me know. If you're a new customer, you've never received a catalog from me, and you don't have a demonstrator, just email me or go to my newsletter, and I have a link there to order the catalog. And I send the first one out free. As long as you continue to order from me, you will always receive your catalogs. I am going to close this up. I'm going to let this dry a little bit longer. I'm going to grab a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 white. I'm going to do some stamping on this. So here I have Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, and Garden Green. I'm going to grab some of those stamps, and this is one thing I don't worry about too much when you have this 2-step stamping, if it's not lined up all together. I don't stress myself out about that. So there's the Lemon Lolly. We are going to overlay, where was it? There it is. I got it in my hand. I am going to overlay the Daffodil Delight. And I am trying to line it up a little bit. And you go by those little circles in the middle, and you can line that up. Put these aside. I'll probably get my hands in them. And then I'm going to grab this green one with the leaves. Again, figuring out roughly where I want this. And I'm not perfect when it comes to this. I don't even try to be. I just want to add a little green to that. I think I'm going to add it right here. If you watch me, you know that I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be. I'm going to grab the green again. I'm going to put lots of love. That's going to go on the back side. So let's see if this is dry enough to work with it. It's still a little wet, so I'm going to be careful. The first thing I'm going to do is add this flower on the top, just like that. And again, I'm going to use, if you really want to, you could add a little glue under here. I'm going to go ahead and add some liquid glue right there. And if you want to see the fan more, you can add it this way. You just don't want to go over too far here. Okay, I'm just holding that for a minute. I might do the inside first because this is taking a little time to, there we go. All right, very gently I'm going to open this up. I'm going to add these flowers. And you can see this is why I didn't really care about that part. What I want to do is make sure they show up when I close it. So you see how that's coming together? All right, so that's about where I want them. I'm going to go ahead and grab some dimensionals. I'll put this one down first. Like I said, you could do this with any suite of products. Such a springy card. When it folds, it's going to look like that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I am going to, let's see, what do I want to do here? I've already cut out one of these, so let's use that. I'll show you the die. So in this suite of products, there's the die. I've already cut that out. And I always need birthday cards, so I am going to grab I'm going to use the green. And this says, whoop, where's my green? Over here. Got that. And it says, you a happy birthday. It will make sense in a minute. This is going to go right there. But I think I'm going to use a little piece of designer series paper for that. Maybe this one. I'm just going to cut a strip. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. I'm just, oh, you know what? I changed my mind. Kind of like this one. Oops, that got wet. Let me add a strip here. Let's see if that's going to show up. I think I'm back to this one. Nope. All right. Well, let's see. Maybe I'll change my mind altogether. Okay. I think it'll show up better on this one. So I am going to cut a strip. Move all this out of my way. About a 1-inch strip. Oop, there we go. So this is 1 by 4. I'm going to add that happy birthday. Using dimensionals, I'm going to grab my mini dimensionals this time. So this is what I would call a very puffy card. Not for mailing. But you definitely would love to give this to somebody that's going to really appreciate it. They could put it on their desk, their dresser. I'm going to add that right in there. Just like that. I could put it over those, but I think I'm going to put it right underneath. So I am going to glue this down. Add that right there. Again, when it's closed, it looks like this. Now, this die, right here, if I cut that out in the green, it comes out like that. I'm going to take the more intricate wishing, and I am going to grab a piece of, let me just grab that, a piece of our adhesive sheets. Because I forgot to grab that earlier. So here's a piece I already have cut. And then I'm going to grab a piece of that beautiful glimmer paper. And let's see, I'm going to peel this. I'm going to attach it right here. I'm going to take my scissors that I use for everything, so I don't care if it gets a little glue on it. There we go. Okay, I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. I'm going to close these up because I will get those all over. I am going to bring that glitter paper in with that. Make sure I do it in the right spot so I get some of that. I don't need the whole thing to be sticky, but it helps. I'm going to roll that through. I do it a couple times. Makes it easier. Don't forget to leave your comments, questions, anything below. I do look at all the comments and I will answer them. So I'm going to just pull that off. And you can see that some of it already stuck down. We're going to take that out. Very gently. It's very thin. So when you pull it off, be very careful. You could rip it. Let me just get it started. And gently peel that off. You could use your liquid glue on this too, but the adhesive sheets work so much nicer. Now there's a little dot there for the eye, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to get this little piece out here. Oh, it's stuck to my finger. Perfect. I'm going to put that right here. See how that shows up? How nice that shows up? Okay, there's that little piece I want out. Let's grab that out of there. And then let's just bring this in. Just stick that down. Okay, there's the wishing. That is actually going to be laid right on top here. So I'm going to add a little liquid glue. Now I could have used adhesive, a little spot. I don't want the whole thing adhesive. So what I'm going to do is just add a little liquid glue right here. It will dry clear, so I'm not too worried about that. While that's drying, I'm going to take this ribbon. I'm going to make a nice little bow. So in the basics class, we will be showing you how to make bows, how to cut your cardstock, the different sizes. So a lot of times, even if you've been crafting for a long time, you forget the basics. So I'm really looking forward to that class. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Donna and I love to do things together. Our only issue is the timing, because they are, what, 16 hours ahead of us, but we managed to work it out. Okay, we're going to just tie that. And then that's going to go right here. Now, I am going to use a dimensional for that. I mean, glue dot. And you can see the glue dots come in circle, in a roll, but I am using my leftover from one of my kits. So you put that right there. I think I'm going to add a second one just to be on the safe side. There we go. I'm going to add that little bow right there. How cute is that? Now, very gently, I am going to glue this on the back where I can sign it. And I can't wait till next Friday. Hopefully my internet will work and I can do this live at 10 o'clock like I always do. We're going to add that right on the back side for you to sign it. And then we have this pull-out card, a fan fold. Let me just show you real quick this way. We're not done yet, but... And then pulling it out. But you can see that cute little fan behind it when it's closed up. Okay, let's flip this back. Now, remember I said that little eye was there, but I wasn't going to use it because I am going to grab one of our iridescent pearls. And you can also color these if you want a colored one with our blends, but I want it to show up, so there it is. And then to top the card off, I'm going to use these cute little bees. Again, for these, I am using the glue dots. Add one here. Get some of my putty out there. I'm gonna add one right here. And add one right on top here. Being gentle because it still might not be quite dried. So what I've done here is I've actually combined two different folds that I use, the fan fold and the easel card, which is really sort of like a Z-fold. Maybe it's 3 different folds to create this beautiful project. And there we have it. And there we have a beautiful fan fold easel card. And on the flip side is where you sign it. Stands up beautifully. What do you think? I love the way this came out. I had so much fun doing this. Look at that. Yay. Let me show you the other one that I did using the pool party. Same idea. In the inside of this, I didn't use that extra strip. I just used the happy birthday. And there is where you sign it. What do you think? Are you going to try this card? It's really not hard. And it looks so beautiful. I'll have still shots on Facebook later and also on my newsletter and blog. So that we have those two. And we have this one without the fan. We have an easel card, obviously without the fan, using the Yuletide Village for the Christmas, for your Christmas cards. And then, of course, these other two cards that I did with that suite of products. I love, love, love this card. I'm so happy you could join me, even though it was a little later today. I hope you enjoyed today's fun fold. Don't forget to leave comments, share my videos, give me a thumbs up, and just hop on and say hi. So don't forget, this is also the suite of products I'll be using for my January winter retreat. I hope you'll join me then. And also with the basics class starting in January, but the sneak peek is December 12th at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So you'll want to sign up for that so that you can see what it's all about. And don't forget my paper share, my January online fun fold class, and February, which I've put out there early so that we don't have a problem with back orders. I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. Keep on stamping, stampers. Bye.